Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing these two forms, the P.N.D. 3 and the P.N.D. 53. We'll slap those up there on the screen for you so you can kind of get an idea what they look like. Basically, what are these forms for? Well, these are withholding tax forms here in the Kingdom, which pertain to things like consulting, management consulting, hiring of various sort of freelancers, things like transportation, business-to-business sort of withholding tax, as well as business-to-individual withholding tax. So what are we talking about? Like, for example, a consultant could be a freelance Thai consultant who comes in on a one-off basis and does some brief consulting for a company, or it could be a consulting corporation here in the Kingdom. And depending on whether it's a natural person or juristic person, may go ahead and dictate how these forms are going to be filed. Moreover, the actual, for lack of a better term, the actual nature of the interaction between, for example, a Thai juristic person and an outside consultant or some sort of outside service provider, the nature of that interaction may also dictate the amount of withholding tax that's going to go ahead and be assessed against that transaction. So these are basically forms for that you're going to go ahead and utilize with respect to withholding. The reason I bring it up on here is, again, like many of the forms that I've been mentioning on this channel with respect to Thailand tax, they do pertain rather often on quite a regular basis to the ongoing maintenance of a Thai company, and filings need to be maintained with respect to these, generally speaking, on a monthly basis. Notwithstanding the fact that it is withholding tax and that may not come up very often, when it does, it needs to be dealt with. And even if it doesn't, oftentimes filings need to be maintained to sort of show the status of the company and maintain the documentation related to the sort of accounting compliance associated with the company. Thai companies are not sort of left to their own devices in a tax sense. They're very much like C corporations in the United States. They do require ongoing maintenance. They're not like an LLC or a member managed or just a one-man band sort of LLC, for lack of a better term, sort of a cutout company. They do require maintenance. And again, these forms generally are going to be required in the ongoing maintenance of a Thai company. Another thing with respect to these is, generally speaking, they're going to have an immigration and a work permit component associated with them. What I mean to say is, generally speaking, immigration and so in some cases the Labor Ministry will want to see the tax filings, especially the more recent tax filings of a company which is seeking a work permit or a business visa for an individual wishing to remain long-term in the Kingdom and work. And for this reason, these forms, although they may seem like sort of an accounting issue, may become very much an immigration and work permit issue as soon as a work permit is issued, because maintaining and renewing those documents require various supporting documents, which are very likely to include these documents right here.